you are entitled to moksha. He gives an instant sadhana formula. Tattenu Susavikshamana. This is the 8th shloka in the 14th adhyaya in the 10th skanda. Tattenu Susavikshamana. You see, any amount of sadhanas you may do. You may go to 1,000 pilgrimage places and take bath in 1,000 Ganges or other holy rivers. Or you may stand on your one finger alone and for 20 years without food you can be thinking of God. None of them will get you God. The ultimate way to get God is His grace. His grace is the ultimate, and unless that grace comes, whatever sadhana you may do, you cannot succeed in getting the Lord. So in spirituality, that grace is required. What is that grace? It is also scientific. It is scientific in the sense, normally, according to science, any two objects, they attract each other. If one is big and another is smaller, then the power of attraction of the bigger one is greater still. So, when we take our satellite and we go to the moon, they don't go up to the last door of the moon. Some lakhs of kilometers away they stop it. And then, so far they were running on aviation petrol. They stop, it's thrown to the engine. No more petrol is given. So now it can't run. It stops there. Then what happens is, it is within the ambit of the gravitational force of the moon. The moon is so big, and your all these people along with that satellite is so small. So in no minute it can take you there, it can take you. So that gravitational force, that first word GRA, they took it. And then your end is force, CE. That CE is put. It is called grace. It is only the gravitational force of that Lord. Without His kripa, you cannot do. We call it kripa, you call it as grace, you call it anything. And another important factor here is, even for that grace, we have to work a little. Say in the MBBS examination, 40% is the minimum mark. One boy, he has got 39%. Then the moderation committee says, he has got too hard. He has got 39. So let us give one more mark. He gets his MBBS. On the contrary, if somebody has written only one question out of 12 questions, and he got only, say, 7 marks out of 100, will somebody give you the grace of other 33 marks? No. So you have to work hard, you have to do your best, and then the Lord takes you over. So even for the grace, you have to work hard and do something, and only the grace comes, the grace mark comes. Otherwise the grace mark won't come. And the Lord doesn't give you 1 mark or 2 marks. He does a lot of grace. But even then you are there so happy. Once it so happened, there were some 6 people who were very good in yoga. They went to a guru and learned in their early days, and then they did a lot of sadhanas, and they were considered the top in yoga practices. And they become guru by themselves. They were all in Delhi, and they got plenty of people as their shishas, and they were teaching them all. One day they were thinking within themselves in their houses, hey, so many years over, we have done so much of sadhana, the God should have put some office order by this time that we have been declared as Jivan Muktas. But nothing comes. Either the God is sleeping or something wrong has happened. Something wrong has happened. The very next day, all the there were 6 people, all the 6 of them got their email message. The message was, this is God speaking, and today evening at 4 o'clock, you all present yourself at the Hanuman Mandir in your colony. There will be a question paper, there will be some white sheets to answer, and there will be a pen. You need not bring anything. And you take the question paper, you answer it. Within a few minutes, the papers will disappear and come back to you within another 2-3 minutes with marks. Those who get the first rank and second rank, they will be taken to Vaikuntha by me, today itself. The rest in due course. They were all happy. They went in the evening, the question paper was there, and they all answered very well, excellently. The paper disappeared. It came back. The topmost mark was 8. Here, the one point is, the question paper, it was not put how many total marks. For each question, how many marks, it is not there at all. The marks distribution, nothing is known. You don't know whether the question paper was meant for 100 or for 10, nothing is known. But the mark given is 8. The next is 7. Then others 4, 3, like that. Now, even though they got till, it's only a competitive examination. So, the first 2, even if they got 5 marks, they have to be taken according to the contract to Vaikuntha. But their ego made them ask one question. So they turned towards God like this. God, this 8 marks you have given, it is out of 10 or 20 or 100. The second person asked the same question. Then there was an Akashvani. There is an aerial voice. The voice said, this is neither out of 10 or 20 or 30, this is out of pity. This is the answer they got. So, Tatenukampam Tatsavikshamana Bhunjanayeva Atmakritam Vipakam. Then, whatever sufferings in this birth, whatever sorrows, unhappiness, all these things may come in this birth. Don't complain. No complaints. No demands. Then, Bhunjaneva Atmakritam Vipakam. These are all the result of what you have done in your previous birth. These are all your prarabdha. You did something wrong. So, don't blame anybody. Quietly, happily, you just experience all those unhappiness, the sufferings, miseries. That's all. Happily you go through them all. Don't complain. You say, this is what I did, so I am having it. So Lord, you have given me correctly. It is just. So this is one. That is patiently to tolerate whatever unhappiness, miseries that come. This is number 2. Then, Haridwar Papurbhir Vidadhan Namaste. Through your heart or mind, through your speech, through your entire body, always be doing bowing to the Lord. Lord, I bow to you. Lord, I prostrate before you. All these things I surrender to you. See, Hriday, your heart, how can you bow with it? There is no question of this bowing. The entire idea is surrender all these 3 things to Him. all your powers, everything you say, Lord, it is all thine, I possess nothing, it is all yours. So, the third thing is, surrender yourself completely to the Lord. These three things when we do, Jivetayo, Mukti Padaye Sadaya, a man who lives like that, he is entitled to enter into the moksha door. Moksha Padaye Sadaya. He becomes a partner for entering into the final state of nirvana or liberation. He gets liberated. So these three things we do even, it is sufficient. So this is a sadhana. Now, then he says, this is really how lucky these people are. Aho bhagyam, nandhagopa brajopasam. What sort of punya they have done? How lucky they are, these Nandas and all these cowherds and all the people who live in your colony that is called Vraja. What a bhagya that Lord himself is coming and done and is playing as a small boy. Yarmitram Paramanandam Purnam Brahma Sanataram. For all these boys, what is Krishna? Krishna is their friend. They put their hand on him, they slap him. The God himself is the Mitra. And what a luck they all have. Thus, he goes back with the permission of the Lord. Now, what happened was, see, they were on the banks of Yamuna river. This Vrindavan is on the banks of Yamuna river, even now it is there. Inside the Yamuna river, there is one small enclosure, a pond. And in that pond, a very big serpent was living with all its parivar, with all its family members, with hundreds of wives and hundreds of children. It was there. It was called the Kaliya. It was there. It was there in that area only. So that entire pond, that water was absolutely poisonous. The boys didn't know. They were all going towards the Jamuna river for playing. Some of them ran fast and they were feeling thirsty. They went and took the water and drank. Immediately they fell down dead. Lord Krishna saw, yes, it is full of these serpents in this Kaliya, very, very arrogant. He has got thousands of hooks, like Advaita. I will have to teach him a lesson. The Lord climbed onto a tree which was there on the shore, on the banks of the river, and then jumped on that main serpent which is lying there on its hood. With great fury, it raised all its hooks and got up and tried to shake him off. It is not easy to shake off when Lord has caught you once. It's easy to shake off when you have caught once and then shake him off and go back to cinemas and TVs. But not when God has caught you. So he has caught him. So he was going on dancing from one to another till each hood broke and blood was flowing out and it couldn't raise its hood. Like that, all the hoods, they were broken. Multi-fracture of the hoods. So, for a long time there is a fight. By the time somebody has gone and told Nanda and other people, see, what a strategic man was Krishna. Throughout he will prove in the warfare and all that. as Balarama was originally Adishekha himself, is a serpent. If he goes on hitting at the serpent, he will feel bad. So that day he didn't take him with him. He was left in the house on that day. Whenever there was a serpent involved, he will never take Balarama. In 3 cases it has happened. That Agostra is like a python, he was standing. On that day also he left him at his house. Let him not see all these things, he will feel very bad. Because अपना ही लोग है ना, people belong to his community, so they didn't want to offend him. Very strategic, very diplomatic. Strategic and diplomatic. So, when it was done, he was about to die because all these hoops are broken. How can it live? It was having deep breath with difficulty. I think it won't survive for long. All the wives of that serpent Naga Kaliya, they came up and then they bowed to the Lord. And they said, Lord, it is you who has created him. It is you who has created such a fury to all the serpents. You gave that thing. So you can't blame him. You gave the poison to him. Did he give poison to man? But you kept the poison in me. So naturally it was using them. So you can't blame them. But even if you consider it as arrogance, please forgive him. He won't do it again. At least with you. So they're all of them are asking him, Nayo Hidanda Katagan Bishasvinne Tavavatara Khananigrahaye. Lord, you are the ultimate reality. You have taken this form for controlling and eliminating all the wicked people from this world. And naturally, my husband, you have to categorize, he is not a saint. He is definitely a wicked fellow. So he has done. So whatever you did, it's a very correct punishment. It's a very correct punishment. But let our husband live long so that we can be pativatas. So we don't want to become widows. So for our sake, you forgive him and see that he is again rejuvenated properly. By that time, this Kali also has recovered his consciousness a little. It also bows to the Lord and tells him, Vayam kalasavatpatyam tamasaha dirgavanyam svabhavo distajo nathan. You see, whatever is your natural quality from birth, can you leave it so easily? So, this fury, this anger, all these things are our nature. So, we are only telling and doing what is our nature demands. And secondly, Tvaya Srishtam Idam Vishwam, the entire universe, including my husband, they were all created by you. So we have created them with different qualities, and my husband has been created like this. I mean, the Kali himself says, you have created me like this. Bhavan Kinkarananda Sarvajnyo Ishvara Anugram Nigram Manese Taddehinam. So we are completely at your feet. I surrender myself to you. If you want to do anugrah and bless me, please do. If you want to smash me to pieces, please do. Whatever you think it is meet, it is proper, you please do it. Then he himself has just asked. The Lord said, look here, this place is Jamuna river where many people may come, they are not aware. So you leave this place and go elsewhere. Kali said, sir, do you know why am I living here? Once there is a contest between Garuda, the vehicle of Vishnu and all we Nagas. That every month we will take some food and we will give it for Garuda. He was doing it for quite some time. One day this Kaliya said, why? Let him. So today I am going to take all this food. So before Garuda came, he finished all the food. So when Garuda knew it, he just flew at him and began to wound him. Then he ran away along with his family and sought shelter in this pond. Then how it is shelter? Here also can it not come? Once before, there are a lot of fish in this pond. There is a saint also there in the waters. And one day the Garuda came and began to eat all the fish. They all approached the saint, please save us. Then he cursed the Garuda. If ever you come to this place and touch anything, your head will be burst into 1,000 pieces. Since then, he cannot come here. This is the only safe place for us. So we are here. The Lord said, see, now I have doused over you. So the imprint of my foot are there on you. No Gurudev can touch you. No enemy can touch you. You go free. Go anywhere and live. So thus, Kaliya along with his family was banished from that place. He went back. So this is the story of Kaliya Mandhanam. You go to Vrindavan, those people will take you. They will say, here is the place that Kaliya danced, keep some dakshina. He kept telling 10 rupiya. Bhagavan ne Kaliya Mandhan itni badi kiya, or 10 rupees. Hey, put 1,000 rupees, man. Pandal. So this is what they will tell you. What happened was, see, it is years since Krishna came into this world. So people have already forgotten. Say, now today he is there. After 200 years, grandson wants to know where my grandfather Dr. Sharma played, which was the house. Who will remember where he played? He would have played anywhere in that house. So similarly, everybody has forgotten. Then Mahaprabhu Chaitanya, he called his prime Shishya Sanatana Goswami and told him, you go there, people's recollection of Krishna should start. I will give you the power. When you go there, you will know where Nanda Gopal's hut, where it was. They will know where the Kaliya Mandana took place, where Brahmaji came and tested him. All those places you revive in the memory of people and let people start worshipping Lord Krishna. Thus he was sent, and she did all those things, and he was the first to come over there. So his Samadhi is still there, Sanatana Goswami's. He built one. The first temple was built by him. I don't remember, it's called Setu Madhav temple or something. Madhav, the word comes. And Mughals completely devastated the entire temple. Then they have built another within about half a kilometer. The same Setu Madhav temple is still there. And wherever some paisa comes, the archaeology came. They said, oh, these are all quite nice. The latest one, not even the old one, what is there? So they said, we are taking over. So there is the thing. And when the government has taken over, no paisa is coming. People say, we is going to the government, what should we do? This is what is happening. And then in between the setting, when all of them were sleeping outside in the jungle, they went on a picnic, and then all around there is a forest fire. It suddenly comes through the various plants, these trees, rubbing against each other due to friction. Thus, the entire jungle catches fire. They were in the midst. Then they say, oh Krishna, please save us. Krishna said, shut your eyes. Then he said, open your eyes, they were outside the fire. They have already come out. So he performed all these things. Then, now, Krishna is not there. After all the time he cannot be here, he will be in his house also. How the gopis were spending their time. They never felt the absence of Krishna, even for 1 minute. They found at all times Krishna was there before them. And how they say, Danyasvam Buddhamata Yogi Harinyayata. Normally we call the deers Hiran. We call them as fools. Because wherever there is a sound of music coming, they will stop and begin to hear. And then the hunter goes, he will first play on the flute, he will make them stop, and then playing on it, he will go near them and catch them. So they are called fools. But in spite of it, they say, they are the male deers, I think they are called as, what are they called in English? Stag. They are called stag. It so happened, all of them are there. Krishna is still playing flute. They say, they are still seeing. Krishna is playing flute. Where does he go? He doesn't go home at all. He is always with us. See here. See here. All these fools, dear, even they have become clever. How? Saha Krishna Sara. See our luck. Our husbands won't come to Krishna. We have come alone. So none of our husbands have come. See them all. Number one husband. Number two husband. They have come with all their husbands. How clever they are. We call them fools. And they are all here. So don't say that Krishna is not here. See here. All these are looking at Krishna only. Then they say, Prayo Vatambavega Munyo Manespinni Krishna Chitam Tavitam Kalavenu Geetam. You see here, Krishna is very much here. I will prove. All these small birds, they are all sitting here. They are not making single sound. Otherwise, where there are even 4 or 5, they are going on making noise. And say they are, you know why? They are not birds, man. All the Maharishis, all the great saints, in order to see Krishna, they have all come as birds. And that is why they are sitting in mound. They are sitting silently and watching Krishna. Only Krishna can play on the flute. Nobody else can make any noise. They are there. And you still say that Krishna is not here. Then why are they here? All these people. So like that, they are singing that Krishna is always with us. And it so happened in the winter is over, then it is spring. The spring season has started. All the girls have, especially these unmarried girls there, they made a vrata that for full 1 year they will take some vrata and then finally they will come there just before the Katyayani's temple, the Devi's temple. There's a small pond or something or river. So there they will take bath and then they go and finally offer their puja to the mother. With that, the things will be over. Why are they taking this vrata? The vrata says that all of them, they said, please make Krishna our husband. We want nobody else. So all the unmarried girls wanted Krishna. I think the only boy perhaps. No, there are others also, Gopas, but they were not as attractive. So they wanted Krishna. They say, Katyayani Mahamaye Mahayogin Nadishwari Nanda Gopasutam Devi Patim Me Kurute Namaha. Nanda Gopa son Krishna, please. Otherwise they may not bring some other Krishna from somewhere. So they say, son of Nandagopal. They are very correct. So what they did, they took off all their clothes because there was nobody else there. So they went into the river and they were playing and they were taking their bath. They were to go and pray before the mother and then the things were changed. Krishna happened to come there. He saw all the dresses were there. And when they were all playing without their seeing, he went and took all their clothes, got up into the tree, and he was sitting there. After a bath, when they all came, they couldn't find it. Then they requested him, Krishna, please don't do all these things. Give back our clothes. You see, later on it comes, but still I can tell you. We will think that these are not ordinary mischiefs. These are mischiefs which will be bordering on sin or bordering on wicked acts. There are other purposes for which I have done. Number one, the one who gives all the results are not the various gods. Krishna, the ultimate Lord, it is He who gives the results. So they have done it okay. So the phala has to be given by Him. So He Himself came and waited for them because they are innocent girls. Number two, as he used to tell them, according to the Shastras, when in vrata, nobody is allowed to take bath without dress. Then it has got no effect at all. That is why you want to teach them a lesson. What you are doing is against the scriptures. That is another reason for this purpose. And thirdly, after this is going to come when the Lord is going to take in one hand the entire Govardhana Parvata. There He says, He is a 7-year-old boy. Yes, Saptaha, Bhalo. He is 7 years. And this is some time before it. Even if it is 2 months before, he cannot be above 7. So you can't accuse a 7-year-old boy as having wicked notions and all. Then there is an age where he doesn't know wickedness. You know, in our villages in those days, we never knew who is male, who is female. All the girls, all the boys, we used to play together and go back home. So that was the case at that time. And here is a young boy, a boy of 7. He has not yet reached 7. He is going to reach it only after this in the Govardhana incident only. Then the difficulty when they say, he said, you do namaskar like that, then only I will. Then they can't do it. Then somehow, you see, when the God Himself comes, there is no question of any lajja or anything. You are absolutely there. That is why when a person takes sannyas, there is the one time when we drop our dress in the river itself after taking our sannyas vows. They are called Prisha mantras. 3 powerful mantras. We do that and then come to the Guru absolutely naked and do our namaskar. Then when you get up, he gives you your new clothes made of this color. The new clothes are given with a mantra, it has to be worn. Then again he gives you a stick. It's called the danda. It is also given with a mantra. If you want to keep it, then you are called Pandi Sannyasi. Otherwise, you throw it in the Ganges again with the same mantra, not without the mantra, simply throwing. You throw it like that. So, it's all being done like that. It's all necessary. Thus, the Lord told them, you are all doing something wrong. So that's why I want to teach you. Well, the purpose for which you have done all these things, I give you the result completely. I am very well happy with you all. He said from that. Then Next one is, now we are coming to this Govardhan Leela, and we will do it tomorrow. Today we stop with this. Yes, when Govardhana is over, then Raslila, then Kamsa Kausini goes and kills Kamsa and all that. So, the main thing is only Govardhan Lila and Raslila. Swasti Prajabhya Paripalyantam Nyayena Margena Mahimaisha Brahmane Pesapasturitam Loka Samartha Sukno Bhavantu Kali Vishnu Pratenya Prithvisha Sajarani Desha Vishwaparita Mapadam Sundarit Bhaya Sarve Bhavantu Sukina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukhabhag Bhavit Sarve Bhavantu Sukina. Let all people be happy in this world. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Let all people remain without any disease, any ailments with them. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Let always all people come across good things only. Ma Kaschit Dukhabhag Bhavit. May not a single people ever encounter any sorrow or misery or suffering. So this is our prayer. We never pray for ourselves. In the prayers for, no, I am not commenting, it's also correct in their own way, but they will evolve to their extent. In Christianity they say, give us this day our daily bread. It is not for all. He means he and his family only. There. But we always want that everybody should be happy. That's all. So with this we stop. Om Kayena Vacha Mrasindhe Mabhyatuna Vakade Subhava Karomi Tasaganam Parasme Narayana Iti Samarpayami Narayana 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 Narayana. Shanna Midrasham Varunah Shanna Bhavatvaryama Shanna Indra Brihaspati Shanna Vishnu Durukrama Namaha Brahmane Namaste Vayu Tameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmam Avatu Avatu Mam Avatu Vaktaram Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sudashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Sthapakaita Dharmasya Sarva Dharmasya Rupine Avatara Varishtaya Ramakrishna Yate Namaha Sharanagata Dinartha Paritrana Parayane Sarvasyarti Hare Devi Durge Devi Namostute. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Pranadaklesha Nashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Apadam Pahartaram Dadaram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sri Ramam Bhuya Bhuya Namamyaham. There is a day when Krishna found that a lot of activities were going on in order to celebrate some festival. Everybody was going in a festive mode, and somebody was preparing a lot of sweets. When people were wearing all new clothes, as Krishna, he knows it as to what it is. But he pretended as if he didn't know what this was all about. He goes to Nanda and asked him, Etad bruhiman kamam maham sishveshave pitam katyadame pitakoyam sambramo upagataha. Father, what is all this going on? For whom are you holding all these festivities, these celebrations? For whom? And see, one should know, simply if a man does something and he doesn't know what he is doing, what is the fun in it? One should know why he is doing, and then he should do a work. So, if I have to take part, I should know what it is about. So please tell us as to what these festivities are about. Then Nanda is telling him, Panchanya Bhagavan Indro Nekastasvatma Murtayam Tevi Vashanti Bhutanam Tridanam Jivanam Payam. Look here. What is the main ingredient on which we live? That sustains our prana, our vital breath. If there is no water, we will die. So that water we get from natural sources, from the clouds. The clouds have to come in due time, and then rain. After that rain, we get the water from the entire year. So we have to please Lord Indra. So this is a yaga which is being meant for pleasing Indra. And Indra is the controller of all the clouds. All the clouds, if he says they will come at any time, and if he commands them, they will all go away. So naturally, we have to keep Indra pleased. Then he says, Karmana jayate jantu, karmanaiva viliyate. A small boy, who is not even 6 years old at the time, is coming into 7th year. He advises his father, Father, we are all born out of our karma. We have done some action in the previous birth, some good actions, some bad actions. So in this birth, the body has been given to us so that we should be able to reap the fruits of all our actions. For the good action we have done, we should get some rewards in this birth. And for the bad actions we have done, we have to get some bad results. I may get typhoid and will be in the hospital for 3 months. Or I may fall down and I'll have a fracture and I will be confined to my bed for months together. So thus something evil will happen to me, and that is the punishment I'll be having. So when that is the case, so I die according to the karma. When the karma is over, the Lord has already fixed the date. Well, I die. Where does Indra come in here? And the water has to be there if you have to live up to some period. And all the people are there. Somebody or others, his spirit will be overlying. So he has to have till that time water. So the God will provide all those things. These are natural things. Why do you make a natural thing that as if somebody is doing a favor? Nobody is doing a favor. And he says, if at all, see, we are on the terrain of this mountain Govardhana. It is the Govardhana which bears a lot of fruits. It gives us in time fruits. And because there are so many ponds, and they keep the water, and they go on giving us throughout the year. Otherwise, any amount of rains, the water will flow out. So it is the mountain which is supporting us at all times. So we should please the God in charge of the Govardhana mountain. instead of pleasing some Indra, who has got nothing to do with us. Somehow, Nanda agreed to that. Yes, you are right. So we said, let the festivities go on, but there will be no puja for Indra. The puja will be for Govardhana. And they prepared a number of sweets and all that. And they took it to the mountain. They offered it all. And Lord Krishna himself took another form as if he is the god of that mountain, and he is sitting on the top, and he tells all blessings to you. I am highly pleased. Thank you very much for the food you are offering. He said, we never knew. Look here. The Govardhana has come, God has come, and is talking to us. And they all prostrated, including Krishna. And in the meantime, Indra was informed from time to time as to what is happening in the world. So some of the spies have gone and told him, Indra, this small fellow, who is a chit of a boy, not even 6 years old, he has dared to oppose you. He has stopped the puja which is to be done by you, and they are diverted to Govardhana Parvata. You see, so they are not given me today any fresh feast. Okay, I will take vengeance on them. He called Samvartaka, the head of all the clouds, told him, go and devastate the entire place. There, all the things should completely be washed off. Their houses, their cows, and they themselves, all the fellows to be washed off, and they should all be destroyed. And the water began to flow. The water began to flow in that manner that people were all floating, they are all floating, and their houses are floating, all their vessels are floating, their cows are floating. They went to Krishna and told him, Krishna, please help us. What should we do now? He said, don't worry. He went and that entire mountain which was there, he uprooted the mountain. Yes, 6-year-old boy, he uprooted that big mountain and kept it in his left hand, in one finger. He was keeping it like this. And he said, come on, now there is a big hole here, a very big hole. You bring everything, all your properties, and be here till these clouds subside. They cannot be raining forever. And all the people gladly they came inside, and they were saved from all this. The clouds tried a level best, but nothing could be done. They have brought their cows, they have brought their foodstuffs, whatever was available, quickly they brought and kept them under the mountain in the big hole. The big hole is made by uprooting the entire mountain. And even then, because due to Maya, Nanda and other people, they thought, we never thought it would be very easy perhaps to uproot it and keep it. So he was keeping it for 7 days. On the 3rd day, Nanda was feeling, Krishna will become tired. In one hand he is keeping. He is telling Krishna, Krishna, how long will you carry it in one hand? You just shift it to your right hand and do it. Or I will call Sudama, your friend. For a little while you hand it over to him. He will keep it. You take rest. We will massage your hands. Then you can take it. But something very small. You can hand over. Nobody, all the cowards together cannot lift it. Thus, when Indra saw that for 7 days nothing happened to all those cowards, then we understand Krishna cannot be an ordinary man. It is the Lord himself. He forgot. See, these smaller gods, they are also subject to ego like you and I. You know, the ego of a commissioner of police will be far higher than yours. So it is according to the status. The more the status, the more the ego. So Indra had the ego and he was taught a lesson. Our Brahma had the ego, he was taught a lesson. And now it is the turn of Indra and he is being taught a lesson. So he comes and falls at the feet of Lord Krishna and begs pardon for underestimating Krishna. And as he had protected all the cows are all standing with gratitude in their eyes around him. And Krishna gave the title Deputy Indra, Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner, Director, Deputy Director. So like that, he said you will be called Upendra. Indra, Deputy Indra will be called Upendra. Thus, Indra came and he praised to Lord Krishna for forgiving him. And now, we are coming to one of the most important portions of the entire 10th skandha. There are 5 chapters starting with 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. These 5 are called Rasa Panchadhyayi. That is, the 5 nights where one should read the Rasa Leela every night. Rasa Panchadhyayi, these are 5 chapters which are read. And in Vrindavan, many of the old people even, because one who reads this Rasa Leela, all his desires, all his base desires, including lust and passion, they will all disappear. And that is why night 12 o'clock they sit, some of the old pandits there, and then they read it. All the 5 chapters. And what is Rasa Leela? The one he plays with Gopi is called Rasa Leela. But it is called Ras. Rasa and Rasa are one and the same. What is Ras? Ras means essence. In English we also call it as quintessence. So this happens to be the essence or the quintessence of the entire Bhagavatam, where the Lord comes as an ordinary man, and in this village, where has he learned this jazz? And he has been playing jazz dolls, see, without being taught by anybody. And so many other times, because I don't know the other times, only the jazz dolls I have learned. That's all. So, then, and that's why this is called the Rasa Leela. Rasayeva Rasa. It is the entire essence of the entire Bhagavata, where the essence of it is put here. That is the highest stage of it. After all, we do something why? Why do we eat food? We will be happy. Why do you purchase a house? And be happy. So whatever you do, our ultimate aim or goal is absolute happiness, unmixed by any sorrows. And this represents that. Absolute, because Lord himself is there. Supermarket for the absolute happiness. Full. So, if you are all in that supermarket, they knock the door and they say, you enjoy. How much you will enjoy? Lord. And that is why this is called the Rasa Leela. Then, suddenly one night, the Lord said, oh, the night is very clear. there is no cloud. It's a night for enjoyment. Bhagavan Pitaratri. The Lord also, Bhagavan Api, the Lord also, Daratrihi, those nights, he said, these are very good for enjoyment. So let me play today. And this Govardhana ends. Suddenly this Ajay starts, Bhagavan Api, as if somebody else has thought. God also, it is not like that in Sanskrit. You can do different type of sandhi vichana. Bhagavan Api Taratri, instead you say Bhagavan Apita. He doesn't have a father and mother. He can do whatever he likes. Apita. Uska pitaji nahi hai. He's got no father. So Bhagavan Apita. So that is why you can do anything. Night 12 o'clock, yes, I will enjoy. Call them all. If your father is there, will you allow? You say, hey, what are you doing? So there is also another meaning. Vyasa is very good in punning. And Krishna, he played on his flute. He played a particular raga, a tune which is called Stri Mohana. See, he put the computer program for the flute in such a way that all ladies will come to him, no man. So this is called Stri Mohana. And unfortunately, there is a small mistake in the program, because in the earlier days, they didn't know all these methods, the present programming methods, they didn't know. He only put that all the ladies should come. He forgot. Then all the night owls, these Sahas and Nanad who are there, who are having the arthritis, they were all also running with their lame legs. There is that. And not only that, how did they come? Jesus, he's giving a big description. Devantyo abhirkachadin doham hitva samutsakaha. Some of the ladies were night 11 o'clock, 11:30. They take the final milk, so early morning they can go and sell it. And when they were half milking the cows, the moment they heard the tunes, they left it as it is, they ran. They ran as they were. And how? Paryeshyantastadhitva payavanta shishunvayam. The 11 o'clock, some of the ladies had put the plate for their husbands and they were serving them with food. They just kept it all and they ran away. They never said, wait. They never said, I'll come later. No, they simply ran away to telling them,